Hey folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. It's Thursday, which is well, actually Thursday is one of my favorite days of the week. I'm not sure why. It's kind of because um, there's low expectations for Thursdays. You know, it's still a weekday, it's still a work day, it's still a regular day. It doesn't have all the pressure of a Friday night or a Saturday night or God forbid, a Sunday afternoon. There's really no defined event for Thursday. I mean, there are some social things that you might attend on a Thursday, but people can't really hold you to that. You know, Thursday is kind of a I'll do what I want type of day, at least for me. So, what I wanted to do today was share with you some excitement. I've got an eBay package. I've got another package of interest. This says fragile, do not drop. This eBayer was very adamant, very good. So very exciting. Um, Now let's start with this one. Now I know you have that fetish. If you happen to be watching live, this is Thursday, May 16th, 2024. Some of you have been admiring some of these videos, the Mike's Instant Movie reviews, the What's in the Box. You've been saying how wonderful they are, how they bring you a slice of sunshine every day. Some have even said a day without Mike Messier is like a day without sunshine. I appreciate those admonishments, those excitements. I know you're kind of a freak. You like to see I know this is your favorite part of your fetish is the actual opening of the item. I know you're into that. So we got ourselves a good little tear there, a good little ripping sensation. Oh boy, this is very exciting. Wow, that came out quite nice. That looks really good. You might be saying, well, gee whiz, Mike, what is that? That is the official logo, the official t-shirt. What size is this one? Extra large. Wonderful. An extra large. And there are other options. But this is a wonderful t-shirt, which will be available at the live event this Saturday, 2 days from now. See, Saturday. There you go. That's a day with pressure on it. Expectations. Wonderful t-shirt. All Comedy Short Film Festival. The logo seems well circulated, well, what's the word I'm looking for? Well printed, right in the middle, as it should be. Very exciting. So come out to the All Comedy Short Film Festival, Atlantic Beach, Florida, this Saturday. Nice blank logo, or nice blank back, Gildon, wonderful shirt. Also, folks, Mike Messier has opened up a spread shop, Spreadshirt USA. I believe other countries can order my stuff as well. There's a few designs up right now, a few of my original art. This logo is up, and there will be more coming soon. So, the Foreign Object is the name of the shop on Spreadshirt. Check it out and buy some stuff, or don't. But I would prefer if you did. Okay, let's check it out. The next thing, very exciting. Now, this one, folks, you know, sometimes I order these things from eBay and I kind of get lost in the sauce. I have so many things on my mind that I forget what I ordered. This time, I know exactly what this is. There is no delay. I am not waiting weeks or days or months. This literally, as the fucking kids say when they don't have to, but this literally came to my front door moments ago. There was a ringing of the bell. I rushed downstairs to get it. And by the time I arrived at the door, the person was gone, yet the package remained. Luckily, it was not one of those things where if you're not there to get the door, they run off to their next appointment, their next delivery. I am getting a little sick of that with some of these UPS and FedEx, especially. They ring so quickly and they just run off. And then if you're not like, are you supposed to be just waiting at the doorbell? You know what I mean? Like there's other things going on in the house. So just be a little more patient for all you delivery people. I know you've got all these wonderful things to do. You're all jacked up on coffee and barbiturates or whatever the hell you're doing. Energy drinks. Look at that. Nice opening. It's really, I knew a person once who had kind of a thing for popping packaging bubbles, but I know that you folks really like the opening. Okay, so look at this. Very well. I think we've got, okay, a layer of cardboard on each side. That's really nice. They've done a little trick that I tend to do. They take the priority mail envelopes from the post office and use them as packing materials. So post office is probably getting pissed off because everyone's just stealing all these cardboard things. But in any event, eBay probably keeps the post offices in business at this point. We've trimmed the sides. I think we've got another. That's the important thing, folks. I've recently been purchasing a lot of pairs of scissors, because scissors is like you can never have enough pairs because you can never find one when you need it. So I've just gone nuts and I've bought all these kind of bulk pairs of scissors, not for other people, but for myself, just so that I always have a pair of scissors. And what if you didn't have a pair of scissors? You just had a scissor. Oh, I've got a scissor. What the hell's a scissor going to do for you? You need a pair of them. All right, so now we've got this. Now this is going to be very exciting, folks. Okay, it wants to open this way. I'm going to go with the flow. Nope, it's still got a little. Wow, this person did an amazing job of taping. Maybe too amazing, to be honest with you. Can you see this, folks? Very exciting. This little bastard. This guy's going to bring me back to my childhood. This was one of my favorite comics as a youth. This little fuck. I thought of him because I saw the Phantom Menace last night, and just like the little blonde bastard in the Phantom Menace reminded me of Richie Rich. And there's kind of like a lineage. It goes from like, welcome to Treasure Island, Gloria, you little skank. Look at that. This is great. There's like a lineage that goes from like Richie Rich to the Home Alone kid to Jake Lloyd as Anakin Skywalker, of like these selfish blonde-headed boys that just dominate things. So let's check it out. Very exciting. Richie Rich. And he was always a kind of a good guy too. Like he wasn't like a selfish guy. He wasn't an eccentric. Well, maybe a little bit, but he wasn't like this guy that was always blowing his own horn with his money. I mean, I think he was very altruistic, if that can be the word. You know what I mean? Like, yes, he was rich. We get it. It's right there in his name. But he wasn't like rubbing your face in it, as far as I recall. He was always sharing his wealth with the butler and whoever else he was hanging out with that day. I think he had a dog of some kind. He was probably one of the first people to feed his dog like connoisseur food, like the type of dog food now that they have that's like it's made like real food. And they really guilt shame you if you're buying your dog like standard dog food. Like that's not good enough anymore. Like that's just not cool. You can't feed your dog food anymore. You have to get them this frozen fucking deal or whatever the fuck it is. All right, very exciting. Let's open this thing up. More tape. Like I said, it's a tough thing for eBay people because you never know like when you've overdone it with the tape and the packaging. There is a line in the sand. I see this I mean, I like this person, but they did really go nuts with their tape. My buddy, my friend here, AJ, had some questions about Kevin Von Erich wrestling in the WWF. Why is Kevin Von Erich and his family in the WWE Hall of Fame, or why Kevin specifically? And I had to point out in a private message that the answer is that, oh boy, getting real deep in there, folks. This is getting dangerous. I don't want to cut the magazine. My friend Alex chiming in. This is great. I'm going to have a wonderful, basically, this is going to give me like 2 hours of excitement. You know, this is like going to be a situation where when I really need something to make me happy, I'm going to uh, read these comics, and I think it's going to be fantastic. So, you know what, folks? Let's change the mood a little bit. I'm I'm getting attacked by aliens. Look at that. Um, but look at this wonderful Richie Rich success with both the S's are dollar signs and the C's are cent signs. I mean, that's just that's that's swag. What do the kids say? The teenagers, they say that's bling, or that's Riz or jizz or whatever the fuck they say. I'm excited by it. What's he saying? Gum and get it, motherfuck. He's saying gum and get it. I mean, that's pretty badass. You know what I mean? Like, that's like saying, hey, world, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Sorry, folks. I'm going to have to take off the virtual background because I'm getting sick of all my wonderful Richie Rich comics not being shown properly. Gum and get it, you fucking asshole. Look at that. Gum and get it. Fuck you, world. And what's this one? Richie Rich jackpots. Look at, it's got like a cow or something. Was it a bear with dollar signs on it? I can't. Those are my dollar bear, diamond back, turtle, and buck-billed platypus. Fuck. This dude has got so much money. He's like altering animals. Like, he's creating species. The fucking platypus has a bill made of dollars. And the dollar bear, the bear has got imprinted dollar signs embedded into him. He's a mad scientist. He's like that mouse growing the human ear out of its back. What's this? The fucking turtle is a diamondback turtle, for Christ's sakes. The turtle has been genetically modified to have diamonds grown out of it. And the platypus, I mean, how does that platypus eat? For God's sakes. I mean, this is getting kind of Elon Musky. This is getting out there. I'm more of a fan of the gum and get it. Like, that's just cute. That's just funny. Gum and get it. And it's always a redheaded guy that's getting the abuse, as it should be. Look at this fucking tumbleweed, this asshole. Oh my God, look at him. He's just happy to be there. I mean, he's just happy to be alive. I mean, that guy looks like Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn. I always get those two fucks mixed up. Like, which one is, I think Tom Sawyer's like more like a normal guy, and Huck Finn is more of a shyster. I think Tom is the one that got Huck to paint the fence. So I think Tom was slightly more educated or a better flim-flam man. But wait, there's more, folks. Richie Rich girlfriends. Oh, he is a player, folks. What's a movie without popcorn? And he's entering the theater through the movie. This is insane. He's coming through the movie to give popcorn to, and they're all women in the audience. Oh my God, this son of a bitch. A date with Richie Rich. I mean, this guy, how can you not love him? Maybe that's where, if you look at Richie Rich, what do you see? That bow tie, that wonderful red bow tie. This is how you see your childhood influencing your whole life, folks. What do you see with this smiling fuck? You see a red bow tie, okay? So don't tell me that childhood does not program the rest of your life, because obviously I was thus inspired. The red bow tie. Oh my God. Well, buddy, I'll investigate that. AJ's got some fast food information for me, which I will investigate. I have been enjoying Taco Bell a lot more recently, especially with I like the fast food places where you can kind of like go to the computer and make your own choices with the items, so you can modify things. They still screw them up half the time, but I think it's 35% of the time when you make adjustments on the kiosk, it's about 35% time they screw it up. When you talk to an actual human being, it's about 50% of the time. So there's a slightly better return on investment with the kiosk, because I think with the kiosk, you're going directly from the machine to the taco fry cook or the sweaty teenager who's making your food. But with the cashier, you're dealing with one more individual who's bound to screw something up. Let's see what else we got here, folks. Richie Rich Diamonds. What a son of a bitch. So those are the rings of Saturn, and the Saturn has actual rings on it. I mean, God, what a life this little bastard had. I mean, see, look, now these days you have the Kardashians. Everyone's trying to be a Kardashian. Everyone's trying to be this asshole or that asshole. Where did it all come from, folks? Not Donald Trump, not Jake Paul. These people, Richie Rich, from the mind of Harvey World, for God's sakes. I think these are the same comic distributors, if we can use that term, that gave us Casper the Friendly Ghost. Oh, yes. Very good there, AJ. Richie was a good cartoon, but Silver Spoon was the live action version turned sitcom. I was wondering that. Yes, all these blonde headed bastards. So we had to shoehorn him into the anthology. I think it starts with Richie Rich, then Rick Schroeder, or Ricky Schroeder, who I've actually met in person, by the way. He would be in there with Silver Spoons. Then the kid from whatever the fuck, from the Phantom Menace. Basically, you're taking, the Home Alone bastard, the Macaulay Culkin. You throw him in the mix. And then you throw in whoever the fuck. You throw in Jake Paul. I don't know if blonde-headed male characters are in vogue these days. I think Kurt Cobain kind of ruined it for the rest of us. Sorry, Kurt. This individual, I don't have to do anything, but I could give a shout out to this eBayer who sold me these items because he did such a good job. And I wonder how long he's had these books. Like, is he a trader? Like a trader, not a traitor to the country, not a Benedict Arnold, but just he is an individual from Lawrenceville, Georgia, Richard Granger. And I won't give out any of his personal information as I don't want you people stalking this poor guy. But Richard, congratulations. You did a wonderful job in your packaging, the blue tape especially. I mean, that's just really in vogue right now, the blue tape. If there's any further comments, gentlemen, guess what? You might be thinking, Mike, we've had too much fun for one day. Oh, God, please, Hammer, don't hurt him. But we have a special bonus. My God in heaven. Look at this, a giant box. This is old school box. Good point here, buddy. Michael, people trying to forget the WWE got into the cartoon world and failed. I think you're right. They did have some cartoons. I don't know. I think the cartoon world is kind of risky. I think you have to sell a lot of fucking comic books in order to get your ROI, to be honest with you, because a lot of work goes into comics. God, the distribution. I've actually got a comic that you can get on Amazon, Wrestling with Sanity, for Christ's sakes. It's very modestly priced. You don't need a Kindle. You don't need an app. You just need a computer or a phone to read Wrestling with Sanity. Wonderful artwork by Mark Macrina. Okay. But yeah, it's hard. Comics are, I think, a tough racket. They don't have what's good. Comics are almost like a marketing thing for making a movie or doing something else, or a fucking my God. So, folks, this was actually a Vistaprint. Nice enough people. I believe with this shirt was part of this order, and they actually came on the same day. So I give these Vistaprint people a lot of credit. This was kind of a one-off with Vistaprint because I needed these things in a hurry. Gildan, very nicely made shirts, I think. I think these are going to be available this Saturday, 1 p.m. Atlantic Beach, Atlantic Theaters. Free live event. If you happen to see this, look at this wonderful shirt. And you might be saying, well, gee whiz, Mike, what size is that? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is a shirt that I would not fit into, not for the last 20 years at least, a size medium. And there's a variety of sizes. Here's one for the big boy in your life, a size 4X, for Christ's sakes. So you can't say that I'm not looking out for people, okay? Mikey, you need to interview Brad Garrett. He was famous for the Hulk Hogan voice and Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling cartoon. Surprise Hogan didn't associate with it. Well, he was too busy defending the title, brother. He was wrestling Big John Studd in the Capitol Center, for Christ's sakes. He couldn't be bothered doing cartoon voices. Let's see. A nice 2XL, which is good for like a gentleman around 265 pounds, 270 pounds. 2XL. Women are allowed to wear these shirts as well. That is legal in this state, at least. Another men's medium, which is pleasant. I know that a lot of people wear shirt sizes that are just so small for me. Here's another 4X. So in case you have the fucking McGuire twins coming out from the 1970s on their little motorcycles, we got two 4XLs, for Christ's sakes. Not discriminating. There's a shirt for every size. Here's one that I would traditionally wear, a 3XL. Lately, I've lost a few pounds, but I'm actually wearing bigger shirts because I just feel a little cozier. And also, I've noticed a disturbing trend with clothes these days, as many of our international friends are making our clothing, i.e. sweatshops. The people in those countries are so much smaller than us, i.e. not overweight like us, that their sizes are accordingly smaller. So we're ordering a 3XL and they get here and it's like, this is barely a large for us. So I've just gone nuts. I'm just ordering 4XLs, 5XLs, whatever the fuck I want, just because. And if as you get older in life, you realize you can modify these sizes rather easily. You just put things in the dryer. Okay. So it's not that exciting. It's just, you just learn. These are the days of learning stuff. So it's just another brick in the wall, so to speak. But this has been exciting. I'm very excited. This wonderful Freebird shirt I picked up from Temu or Temu. It's really becoming kind of fun. The cheap things on there, they're not cheap. They're just inexpensive. In the meantime, I did watch that Brandy Hellville documentary, which I did a nice review on, and learned about how people like myself are destroying the environment by always ordering clothes online, and how the print to order world is just so corrupt, but yet I'm doing it myself. So can't win, folks. They always tell you that things are horrible after you've been doing them for 20 years. Why didn't you tell me these things 20 years ago? I mean, I can't keep up with it. I can't keep up with all the sins that I'm doing to ruin the world. Oh, I'm drinking bottled water. I didn't realize I was putting plastic in my body. I thought I was putting water in my body, for Christ's sakes. But now, after 20 years of drinking Aquafina, you're telling me what a horrible thing I've done to myself. Well, thanks. I mean, Christ. It's just, you can't keep up with it. You know what I mean? Oh, you're breathing air? That causes cancer. Didn't you get the report this morning? No, I was too busy Twitter fucking Elon Musk about his jet flying. I didn't have time to realize all the things I do to give myself cancer this week. What's going to happen next week? Oh, you woke up in the morning? You're going to die. Oh, thanks. I didn't get that memo. I didn't get that fucking tweet. For God's sakes. Anyway, go to MikeMessier.com. I'll be eating my Russell fucking Stover's sugar-free candy. Thank you very much. Drinking my plastic, my charade of a fucking water drink that's actually just plastic. They say that these drinks can give you a credit card's worth of plastic every month. Great. Just what I need, another credit card bill. Okay, folks, MikeMessier.com. Buy all my books. Stand me on social. Have a wonderful day.